Okay, this is mental hindrances. We're going to study. Some are replicate from the earlier factors, which we're going to cover. I think most of you should know by now. So the word ni and va together, they mean hindrance or obstruct. Okay, so these are obstructions that will block us from progressing our spiritual development. All are so kind of mental. It is looked upon as obstacle to the clarity of one's mind, and that is present binds the mental vision. Right? So all these are sort of mental factors. The inability to discern, to see clearly the true nature of things and situation. So in a way, it hinders the cleansing of the mind of all defilement. So hinders the removal obstacle that obstruct one progress from the mundane to the super mundane, especially to arahantship. Okay, so arahantship, you need to clear all this. This should be a repeat of earlier one. Sensual desire, kama chanda. You will slot and topple, restlessness and remorse, and then dops. Your brother have sent something on the article on slot and topple, which hinder many body of taking exam. So I hope those taking exam, I know not taking exam, please go and reflect on it and hopefully can change you. So sense desire, the same thing as earlier one. Sense desire is to seek pleasurable sense object as received to the five sense faculty of human. Our five senses actually is a hindrance to us. Especially bad thing, good thing okay for you, but you develop bad thing, it become a hindrance. It become more of a craving. Kama chanda is a fourth factor and can be found in the intrinsic nature of most all people. Every one of us has it. So sense object offer one both mental and emotional satisfaction. That's why you're encouraged to do meditation. Right? The more you do, the less you'll get stuck by this sense desire. And can be inhibited by the mental nature of pointedness, which is one of the five characteristics of jhanas. That's why by practice meditation, you achieve this one-pointedness is something to help you to overcome this sense desire. So attenuated on attaining sakadami and completely eradicated when one attains the anagami state. The second is to stop it, and then the one returner, you totally get rid of it. So there are many forms of so-called sense desire. Supper form of kama chandra, such as rupa raga, arupa raga. I mean, formula and formulas are part of it. Are eradicated only upon attaining arahantship. So how to eradication of kama chandra? Okay, to get rid of sense desire, perceive the loathsomeness of the object. One good thing, the 40 object of meditation. When those people are very greedy for food, you reflect on the food you take in. You eat the food, then you bite the tooth, you chew it, then you mix with saliva, then you go through your throat and down your gullet, and then to the intestine. Nowadays, you absorb. Then the small one, then after that you go to your stomach. Right? Stomach there is like the cement mixer. It makes everything. You can look at the thing, the mixing of a cement mixer. You feel how disgusting the food is. And then by defecting on it, you eat less. That's what one of my teachers told me. You say you want to slim down yourself, reflect on this, so you won't eat so much. Then you shit out all this mixture of thing shit out from the last one from your anus all come out as excrete. Okay, so this is loneliness of object. Let me get disgust with the object. Then you will control yourself. And then second one is constantly meditating on the impure. All those kind of defilement. When you do meditation, you also help you in a way to stop you from thinking all those bad things. And guarding the sense door. Okay, when you do meditation too, sounds very common will disturb your meditation practice. So you are trained to stop the sound in a way in your mind to stop. Your sound also continue, but with your mental state of mind, you're able to stop the sound from disturbing your mind so that you will not disturb your meditation, so you can get better kind of meditation practice. So this is another form of called sense desire control. And moderation eating is similar as number one. And good friendship. Okay? So you have good spiritual friend, they talk with you, then it's another way of stopping your sense desire. Or you come for Dhamma class, every off and on for Dhamma class, you learn the good thing, it's another way to get your sense desire. And suitable conversation, okay? You can talk with the monk, he advise you how to stop sense desire. Okay? So all these are also part of it, which we need to, in a way, stop it or eradicate it. As spoken earlier via pada or what I call ill will or aversion. This is very hard. Okay? A desired object leads to attachment, while an undesirable one leads to aversion. You like this thing so much, and then you wouldn't want this thing to, especially to other people, somebody who is better than you. In a way, you have this ill will. How come he can score better than me? These are called ill will. If you have this, very hard for you to practice, especially giving love, mindfulness of love. Very hard. If you have this, you practice on it, you can give love very easily to mindfully. So both of these are attachment and aided by ignorance. Right? Ill will because of ignorance. And these two produce all the suffering in the world. Okay? Good example. Now, the war between Palestinian and Israelis. Some of my Muslim friends also kind of asked me to take side. He said, these Palestinians are bullied by Israelis. And then I talk. I thought both of them are wrong. Okay? Killing is terrible. Okay? No one wants to be killed. So he's not happy with me. I said, why can't they live peacefully and harmoniously each other? If not, every now and then you just shed blood until the last drop of blood. Okay? So the war is because of these two. Ignorant, and then both of them say your religion is true, my religion is false, and then fight. And ill will is the fifth factor that again can be found in man's nature. Every one of us have, so don't say you don't have. If you can eradicate this, I'm very joyful for you. So you can have this is having joy, pity. This joy is not the kind, it's a joy out of your heart. It's not joy of the sensual moment. Right? Joy out of your heart, your sympathy to them, and then you so-called happy for that particular person, which is one of the exhaustion factor. Okay, so it can attenuated upon attaining Sakarami and upon attenuated on attaining Adagami. So you see, not so even you go to second and third state, you only can stop it. So totally erase it is when you reach the arahantship. So these are ways, as mentioned in the text, to overcome your this so-called ill will. So eliminating by adopting the sublime mental state. I mean, you practice Brahma Vihara is a kind of, we studied earlier, if you practice this, you slowly will have more love for other people. So, and by cultivating the meditation of loving kindness, especially practice meditation on metta, for ill will to disappear. So it's very hard for you to overcome. You say you can overcome ill will. So it's a hard practice until you attain arahantship. So by cultivating meditation on compassion, karuna, another aspect of ill will, the cruelty will disappear. So you see, so hard to get rid of this ill will. And then by cultivating the meditation on sympathy joy, mudita, if you can get this, you can easily eradicate this so-called ill will. One other aspect of evil is listlessness disappear. Sometimes you don't know what to do with your life. So this is another udacha which is a hindrance to you. So you practice on this mental factor is to encourage you to get rid of this called all the bad sort of things. So by cultivating a meditation of equanimity, anger, dosa, also aspect of evil will disappear. So these are way when you do the meditation practice, mentally to overcome this evil which arise in one way or another. So meditation still a need. We are not perfect human, okay? So we need all this mental practice to calm or get rid of it. Hopefully, can get rid. So they recommend methods of to eradicate ill will. So you say you have to perceive the object with a thought of good, doing mudita, and devoting oneself to the meditation of loving kindness, and consider that one is the owner and heir to one's action. That's what Buddhism about. Karma, the one you create and you own it, okay? Until you finish all your samsara and attain arahantship, it carry on. And then frequent reflection on it, okay? Especially meditation. Gathering good, noble friendship, especially when it comes to class, we share all these things. It's a way of helping you to be a better person, okay? By sharing knowledge and by sharing each other, that we able to get as much knowledge as possible and try not to do evil. And suitable conversation, especially at 10 Dhamma talk, question, answer, which you can help you in a way to improve on yourself. Tina and Mida is one of the worst one. To is look easy, but it happened to every one of us. Slow and topper are mental factors that operate to hinder both the cultivation of positive aspect of physical and mental activities. If you have this, you have object, target you want to achieve, it will stop you from achieving it. Okay? You lose confidence of yourself, and then you feel sick of it, and then you are lifeless and you have no motivation. A good example, you taking exam, everybody scared. I also scared. Everybody want to scared. But to appreciate that, by taking exam, is not to force yourself, it's to gain knowledge, is to make yourself that I can do it. Okay? Especially last time I was doing the university study and plus teaching. I show it to my kid. Oh man, I can do it. So can you. So you're young and knowledgeable. So why hindrance? Why the trouble? So especially my daughter, she keep quiet. When everything you talk about this, and then she automatically study herself, and she managed to get to you and complete. My son, a different story. So these are things, I put this thing, which you can use it on your family. I use it on my daughter. She somehow overcome it and finish her U. I don't care about her. She can independent of herself. But some people, very hard. You tell her, you won't listen. So it's up to individual. But if you want to progress, Mida is a hindrance to you. So you must overcome it, then you can be successful. So especially those four of you, you have managed to encounter, suppress your Tinda and Mida and still carry on. And you produce you unwholesome result, such as listlessness. Nothing better to do, what to do. Lassitude, also sometimes like slot and topple. And then lazy, stretching of body. You feel yourself, wow, very sickening. And then you always feel drowsiness after meals and mental sluggishness. So these are some of the things which Buddha point out, which is a hindrance to us. So we, in a way, must try to get rid of it. Nobody like to study, I also don't like to study. But lucky I completed before I reach 60. So everything I completed. So I should be a blessing for myself. I hope most of you can do it even before 60. So paying due attention to slot and topple means providing the mental factors, nourishment that follow, alleviate that already deplorable situation. So if you're able to stop this slot and topple, many things can change in your life. And this can be inhibited by the jhana factor of initial application and totally eradicated upon attaining arahantship. Okay, so you find this is not easy. You can only stop it, attenuate it, but not totally erase it. Okay, so hope everyone perfect on this, so you can improve on your life. Sixth way of eradicating slot and topple. Knowing that overeating causes the rise of this condition. Okay, that's why Buddha discouraged monks from taking evening meals. So they only have 2 meals, one in the morning, one by noon. So especially monks, when they go for pilgrimage, don't let them miss their noon meal. When they miss it, they have to until next morning, then they can eat something. And changing body posture. Okay? So when you meditating, some of this meditation master said, when you feel so terrible in one position, you can move your posture. And then you can contemplating on the perception of light. So when you're meditating, especially in a dark place, very easy to get drowsy and get sleep throughout the meditation. So best, not total darkness, but some light, then it will help you in a way. And living in the open. Don't live in the closed space. And good friendship and suitable conversation with profitable talks and discussion, like attending Dhamma or for other Dhamma talk. In a way, it will help you to stop this from arising. Okay, so in a way, you're helping each other to eradicate this sloth and torpor. This is another restlessness and worry. It will sap energy from human psychic and physic. That means mentally and physically. Okay, this is a very worrying part, especially when you are in a senior. So if this come in, unwholesome mental factor that drain one's well-being and affects it in concentration. So when these two come in, you will have this kind of bad things start arising from your these various perception that come. You worry this, you worry that, you can't sleep. All the sickness will come after you. So restlessness refers to the mental restlessness of excitement of the mind. Okay, so I mean your mind cannot be stable constantly. Worry. I mean, think of this, think of that. One my teacher always tell me, we are restless, nothing better to do. You can read some more Dhamma books. Right? Go and read. Don't waste your time worry this, worry that. And come unstable state that you cannot be yourself. So this mental state associates all types of immoral or unwholesome consciousness as view that evil is done with some restlessness in the mind. And the next one is kucha, to worry. So these two come in pair. When you're restless, you are worried. Right? That's why you come to seniority, getting old, aging. You better think of something before you retire. You know, you don't know what to do in life. Okay? So it's one of the bad things, especially in Singapore. I'll say Singapore, good example.
Your retirement is to teach Dhamma, is it?
Have to, I'm selected what to do.
But that is the,
so
the
your turn, you also
plan,
better do. Okay.
Besides teaching
so
Dhamma,
you don't do,
what do you do? Just curious.
Okay, I teaching you all. I also taking in Mangala Vihara. And pretty soon, the Burmese temple will find me also. And beside this, housework. My wife working, I still need to do housework. And once you're free, then meet up with old friends. You know, one by one they'll disappear. Right? As you get old, one by one disappear. So catch up with them. And then free time, then visit my granddaughter. Then will take me the whole week. Enough to make me busy. Okay, so I'm still reading.
Thank you for sharing.
I'm still reading. Okay, all this.
Yeah, I can see from the notes a lot of reading.
So be a teacher. It's not easy. You can read and read non-stop. That's why I tell you all after.
But then you always say those taking exam are stressors lah. No need to mention.
Don't worry so much, especially as a granddaughter. I don't. You already my chap already. All these things, let them take care of themselves. Okay? We all will take care of our own self. Don't get take care of future generation. No end one. Like my friend, every day, taking care of the grandkid. Right? Your life so short. If you carry on worry for your next generation, no end. I got no time for you to even for Sunday commit you to teaching. Right? So to plan for yourself when you come to seniority, you better think of what to do in your life. Right? Also seen as repentance over the committed evil deeds or over some unfulfilled good. Okay, good example. For those are not taking exam, you come to a certain time, alamak, never really want to take my exam. Now regret, too old already. and then you don't have stamina to do it. Okay, better don't have those such unfulfilled thing. You never, you never perform. And then one more thing, when you get alone, especially alone, those evil things, especially you done, okay, this thing will come and haunt you. When the moment you are alone, lonely, this evil thing will come and play video on your memory, okay? Especially late Bante Suvano said, this memory cannot be shared anybody. You see yourself. So for those doing bad, this thing will happen to you. I don't know when, but you try to hide, but one fine day it will come. Okay. So don't do evil. Better so this thing won't come and haunt you. Repentance over one's evil deeds do not exempt one from the inevitable as the law of karma will take their natural courses. Some done evil deeds, especially you doing bad evil, especially in business, okay? Money laundering or doing bad things. Some of them believe that you go to Taoists, give them money, okay? They chant to the God, they burn all these riches to the God. This thing can be covered up. No way, all these things, you answer yourself, nobody can help you. So both these hindrances are inhibited by the absorption factor of happiness. So no way I still need to do meditation. You achieve this kind of meditation that you feel happy by doing meditation. All these hindrances start to alternate, won't arise to you. So restlessness is eradicated on attaining arahantship, and worry is eradicated by attaining the anagami state. So you know, this is another hindrance which you need to remember. 6 method can eradicate udacha and kukucha. Knowledge of Buddhist scripture. That's why my teacher always tell me, you nothing better to do, go and read more Buddhist book. Okay? My home full of Buddhist book. Then I keep reading non-stop, no end, until upon cessation of my life. Asking questions about them. Reflect, especially when you're reading books, especially Dao book, read 2 or 3 times, read through, and when you're reading through, you reflect on it, ask questions about it, you get a clearer picture. And then familiarity with Vinaya, the Buddhist monk, all the disciplinary rules, and associating with those who possess dignity, restraint, and calm. Okay? And good friendship and suitable conversation. These are being spoken earlier in the factors. And then now it's Dhamma. Vichikicha can be English viewed as indecision. Is devoid of wisdom. As a factor, Vichikicha is that doubt related to Buddha, but as a hindrance, it merely means doubt in one particular thing that is being done. Okay, this is a very worrying thing, especially you having this kind of doubt. So you can only stop it by jhana factor of sustained application and successfully eradicated upon attaining Sotapatti state. And then it teaches you ways to abandon abandonment of doubt. That's why you must keep on reading. Knowledge of Dhamma and Vinaya. Discussion or question. Understanding the nature of Vinaya discipline. Firm conviction concerning the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Good friendship, suitable conversation. So all these mental have to do by meditation. Udacha Samadhi or assess proximate concentration level. The mind is temporarily clear of defilement, including the hindrances. Okay? Especially when you're doing big group of meditation, each other, you are helping in a way, each other to build so-called environment. So your meditation will progress. Okay? That's why I encourage you all to do group meditation if possible. When proceed to higher wisdom and see things and realize the three sign, anicca, dukkha, and anatta. As we Buddhists, we should know these three impermanent, three things that hinder to us. And wisdom finally leads to the ultimate happiness, Nivarana. And the hindrances are 7 of the akusala mental factor in this so-called Abhidhamma, the Cittasika. You all know, so when you go to a Abhidhamma one, we will have more clearer picture. Okay, with this, I end all the Dhamma here. Okay, any question? So for those taking exam, please go back and read your notes again. Some things in your notes, YMBA notes I never cover. So just read through and glance through. So with this, we complete the Dhamma and we move on to the Abhidhamma next coming session. Abhidhamma is very dull and also very hard for me to follow the notes. Okay, so under the miscellaneous, I try to follow to the YMBA text as far as possible because the other books giving it long-winded thing, which I find hard to compile and fit it into this called YMBA text. Right? So miscellaneous, please bear with it. I'm following close to the YMBA text. Okay, with this, thank you to everyone. Sadhu, sadhu to everyone.